What's up? What up? Nah, this is a random video, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna come with my Super Bowl predictions tomorrow. I'm gonna come with one soon or later on today or tomorrow. But I'm gonna talk about football and I'm gonna talk about the Lions real quick. This is just a random video. It's random, but it's not random. I wanted to talk about this. Now, these are the three main players on the Lions. The three main superstars. Matthew Stafford, Calvin Johnson, and Ndamunkong. Okay. Sue is a free agent. Calvin Johnson got, I think, 5 more years on his deal. Stafford got 2 more years on his deal. What you're gonna see who is the most important player. If you between the 3 players, say all of them was free agents at the same time, which one would you choose? Which one would you choose out of the 3? Ndamunkong, Calvin Johnson, or Matthew Stafford? Which one of the 3 would you keep? You can't keep all 3 of them. You only can keep one. Which one would you keep? You can't keep all 3 of them because the money is so tight and the cap space is so small. This is just a video I want to make for Lions fans. Which player would you keep? Matthew Stafford, Ndamunkong, or Calvin Johnson? Now, I'm about to sit here and tell you my opinion. If I was the none of them, not all 3 of them is free agents. This is Sue, but I'm gonna tell you who I think that is the most important player on the Lions team. I would keep Matthew Stafford, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because he's the quarterback of the future, and I think he can win the we can win the championship with Matthew Stafford. I really believe this, and I think he could be a top 5 quarterback in the NFL when he has an offensive line, when he has a receiving core that can help him. He could pick. If you give him time to throw the ball, he will pick defenses apart. I've seen him do it too many times. He will tear your defense apart. Just pick your defense absolutely apart. I seen him do it. He get like 300 or 400 yards in one game and shit. Be clowning. Like 3 or 4 touchdowns. I've seen him have good games like that. But on the flip side, you want to keep Calvin Johnson. Would you keep Calvin Johnson? I would want to keep Calvin Johnson though because he's the best receiver in the game when healthy. He's the best receiver in the game, but he won't be the best if he had an average quarterback. If he just had an average quarterback, well, what you got? I mean, shoot. If you get Jay Cutler with, say, Calvin Johnson, bring Jay Cutler to the Lions, and you just had Calvin Johnson. Will Calvin Johnson put up the same numbers? I don't think so. Will Calvin Johnson be that big target? I don't think so. Will he be as effective? I don't think so. You know why? Because I think Stafford is a better quarterback than Jay Cutler. Now, on the flip side, I also keep Matthew Stafford over Ndamunkong. I'm going to tell you why. Sue going to demand a lot of money. And I don't see him coming back to the Lions. I don't see him coming back. He's going to demand a lot of money even though he's one guy. You know what I'm saying? He's one guy. He's one guy. And he's one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL. If not the best. If he's not the best, he's number 2 behind Marcel Darius off the Buffalo Bills. But if he's not the best, he's the second best defensive tackle in the league. Would you keep him for your defense? Because he runs the defense. He's the heart and soul of that defense. He makes the defense go. He makes the whole defensive line go. And even make the secondary plays better. When they get pressure on other quarterbacks. Would you keep that? Would you keep a great defensive player like that? So I don't know. This is just weird, but I'll keep Matthew Stafford though. I think Stafford could be the shit, man. I think Stafford gonna be one of the best quarterbacks in this generation. But people giving up on him already. Come on now. I know Stafford be fucking up and do stupid shit sometimes in the game. But on the flip side, when he does have a good game, he has a really good game. He don't see. I could see him being the Hall of. I could see Stafford being with the Lions for a long ass time. For the people that want Matthew Stafford gone, what other option do you really have? If you let go of Matthew Stafford, what option you have in free agency? Tell me. You don't have no other quarterback. You don't have no other quarterback you can just bring in like, come in, motherfucking do your thing. You ain't gonna have that gunslinger like Matthew Stafford. You know what I'm saying? I think he could build his team around Stafford, and this team can go. This is the reason why we drafted him in 2009, first overall draft pick. First round, first draft pick. That's why we picked him. Calvin Johnson was number 2 in 2007. So, but will Matthew Stafford be as good without Calvin Johnson? And the numbers have proved that he is as good as without Calvin Johnson. Actually, he's better. He plays better without him. The numbers have proved it this year. When he was out, his QBR was higher, his passing yards was higher, his touchdowns was higher. Tell me, I mean, shit. But soon, I want him back on his defense. He made the defense go. So, just in the comment section, if you had a choice, if you couldn't sign all 3 of these players, if you had a choice, if it was like pick or die type of choice, if you had a choice between Matthew Stafford, Calvin Johnson, and Ndamunkong, if you only can pick one player, who would you pick? Who would you pick? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm about to be up out of here. Peace out.